What is up, y'all? In a couple days, this shelf right here is going to be full of Prismatic Evolutions, but only for about 2 hours, I think, at max. So we're going to look today and just kind of ask some questions about what is the problem with Prismatic Evolutions and whose fault is it. So hold on, come along, see what you guys have to say about it too. This is going to be from my perspective, so let's go. All right. So as a store, I use TCG Player a lot to sell stuff online, and we're just going to take a quick look here at what the prices are currently sitting at on TCG Player. I've seen some different content creators say that the prices on some of these things may exceed $200, and like I said, we're just going to check and see where they're at. This is currently January 11th on TCG Player. Like I said, the set is set to release this Friday at stores. So let's get a quick look and see how things are going here. And so, like I said, just looking off right top, we're going to do a quick scroll down and just check on some of this stuff. And like I said, you can already see some of the prices are pretty high. Like you have the Pokemon Center ETBs going for almost $500 there. You know, $396 is a market price. Some of the 10s by themselves are sitting at $60. But like I said, we're going to stop here and look at some of the core things. Like I said, right off the bat here, we have the Evolutions box. The regular Elite Trainer box is $150. Then you have just the individual booster bundles, which come with 6 packs, are sitting at $95, and then you have your packs sitting at almost $20 a piece online. And that's the crazy thing about it. It's just that some of these prices are absolutely crazy. Yeah. So that's just a real quick look at that aspect of it. This is the prices that are sitting right now as far as January 11th, and like I said, they're all over the place. You know, just taking time to even look at that. Now, the question is, whose fault is that? I guess what I want to ask. I said, those to me, I said, it goes back into what we talked about a couple days ago. If you hadn't had a chance to check out that, the top 3 things I do for bad choices for business that I do on purpose. This is definitely one of those. I double check that link out if you want to see that. Interesting. So even since then, it looks like a lot of these things have kind of changed a little bit, not a ton. So I'm already seeing that some of the Pokemon Center boxes are out of stock on TCG Player. But like I said, going back to talking about the video, the part I showed you from earlier where I was scrolling through, like I said, having the booster boxes, the trainer boxes themselves, usually MSRP for roughly around $50. I'm gonna double check that real quick. Yeah, so $49.99 is normally the traditional ETB price. And so, like I said, I have my cost on those, and usually it's less than that. So I can understand a little bit from people picking it up and then trying to you know, benefit from it. And like I said, that's the thing too, like the amount of profit that, you know, comes with this, and when the things explode like that is very tempting, and that's the hard part. I think the temptation of being able to find something that finally gives you an advantage in the market today, where you can actually gain from that, is very tempting to fall into, because honestly, if you don't do it, someone else is going to do it that buys it from you more than likely. So I guess there's 3 things to look at. I want to talk about those as far as who's to blame for kind of this situation. Now, a lot of this price influx could be blamed on scalpers. We can go with them first, because they're kind of the easiest people to kind of attack. The people that go out into the market and find the products at like Walmarts and Targets and places like that that are easily accessible, easily gettable, and take those back home, throw those on eBay or Amazon or wherever, and use the current market to make a profit, which is, you know, kind of one way to go about it, I guess, without being rude. But that also takes away a lot of chances from people to be able to enjoy the cards in the game itself. I understand there's a huge collectability aspect to the game. That is not lost on me. It's kind of how I do a lot of my single prices. But the thing is too, is what happens on the singles market with this is, now that the price of the individual packs and things are overblown, then the market for the singles is elevated as well. So like certain cards like Moonbreon, for example, let me even see if I can find that for the individual cards. I don't think the individual cards are up for pre-order it all yet. Yeah, it's just the sealed product that's on TCG Player. So you have your scalpers right off the bat there. Those good people that go out and find product in the world, buy it up, and resell it, and do that. Now, the secondary issue is, so number 2 would be potentially Pokemon themselves, or distributors in general. Is there some stuff going on where there's an intentional shorting of the product that we don't have enough to potentially be able to give out to people? And like I said, it's coming at a hard time too. Product in general, like I said, my shelf is empty for a reason. I can't get a hold of any Pokemon, barely. And so coming out with a super hyped up product in a time frame where there's not much out there, and also with the release of Pokemon Pocket, Pokemon's kind of taken a good little bump in popularity as well. So people are wanting it, and it's not out there. So that's number 2. So you have your scalpers intentionally raising the prices, then you have your limiting of product, and then also you have people like me. You have distributors, not distributors, but you have LGSs, local game stores, that are also falling into the temptation of being able to, once, you know, very rarely do stores like us get a chance to gain against the market. And most of the time we're fighting against the market, fighting against online prices, and there's, you know, the few chances where we get to do that, like this, it's very tempting to fall into that realm. All about one more. So we've got scalpers, we've got stores, we've got distributors, or the company making the game, but we also have consumers like you and me who are out trying to buy stuff, being okay with it. And so little bit falls on the people who are okay with paying it, because, like, honestly, if nobody buys it at that price, it'll come down. It'll be down, but people want it. People are trying to get it while they can. So just another aspect there. Wanted to jump in. I thought about that as I was sitting down and getting ready to input and start doing a little bit of editing and trying to get this out for this weekend. But we'll get back to the rest of it. Like I said, I just want to hear from you guys in the comments below. Super short video, just thinking about that most of the day today, as people have called in asking if we're going to carry some. And of course I have to tell them, you know, it's going to be quick, because even my allocation got cut down to 10% of what I ordered. I wasn't ordering a ton, but I wouldn't have had hardly any if I hadn't had a little birdie help me out. So but like I said, thank you guys. As always, it's something simple. Just kind of think about, like, this is crazy. This shouldn't be. This kind of stuff where the prices are like this shouldn't be, especially on product from a store. Like I said, I can say one thing maybe from a scalper perspective, that's their choice. But from a store, like I said, we have the advantage of being able to get it for even less, to be able to make a profit on it. So I don't know, kind of perturbed, not sure what to think. But once again, one of those situations, I don't know. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know, like I said, in the comments below, what you guys think of the situation, and if you guys are trying to find some for yourself, good luck. That's all I can say. But have a great night. We'll see you next time, and I hope you guys get a chance to come out to the store, and we'll see you then.